Well, it was actually quite a challenge this year. The main reason being is that so many of the credit unions across Ontario stepped up in a big way to help out in their communities, as so many different companies and organizations did. And so we had a number of applications that came in, all talking about all the good deeds that have been done in the community. So to try and go through them was very rewarding to see what the good works were, but also to select the winner, we thought was going to be it was a very difficult task. I don't want to undermine it, but we came out with one that really stood out head and shoulders above the rest, and that was YNCU. It was an outstanding application. The presentation or the award application, when we read through that, really stood out, and it stood out in a way is that it was a scalable type of activity that the credit union did in their communities to help out the communities in a way that nobody had kind of stepped in and filled the void. We had a pandemic raging. This was new to everybody. People were stuck in their homes. Businesses were shutting down. We all know the storyline behind the pandemic, and what YNCU did was connected with those small businesses, any size businesses for that matter, but particularly the small businesses on Main Street that were hit hard by this, and allowed their community to be able to resource and connect, have all the hours of operation times. It was like walking down a virtual Main Street in that local community, and it was not just one community, it was done through a number of different communities. So a lot of work and energy went into it. It was a big investment, I know, for the credit union, but it to me it was just a very brilliant way to reach out and help in a time where a lot of people needed help.
Well, essentially, it's a online shopping resource available in communities across Ontario, with members being more working from home and potentially shopping from home. We wanted to ensure that their favorite businesses could still be visited from the comfort of their own homes. This is essentially it's an e-commerce website, but what's different about Shop Your Neighborhood, it's free for businesses to enroll, and it's very, very simple and only takes a few minutes to set up. Well, what we realize as a community-based organization that our business is supported so much by the members there, and we want their communities to thrive. And when their communities are thriving, it's generally because of the success of the small businesses in those communities. So we wanted to make sure that we did our part across the 15 or so communities that we serve, and ensure that those small business areas were supported. So once we determined that our staff and our membership was safe and our business was running in a manner that could manage through the pandemic, we turned our focus outside of our business to see what we could do in the community, and Shop Your Neighborhood was the area that came about. Not only our membership, but our staff believe small business is one of the main areas that we need to focus on with any of our corporate giving and support. So that's really where this came from. Well, it was very humbling to receive recognition like this. We were truly honored. And we were also very, very grateful that we work in a credit union system with so many other credit unions in Ontario doing similar initiatives to help their community. It's just very inspiring. Well, absolutely. I'm going to encourage individuals to go to shopyourneighborhood.com, especially business owners that are interested in getting involved. They can submit their local business and to be added to the site, and a member of our team will get back to them. You can also sign up for an upcoming webinar on June 24th at 6 p.m. just to learn more about how to sell products and services online.
I guess I would just like to say we recognize, obviously, at our annual general meeting, the presentation. We did it virtually, of course, on Zoom, a presentation of the award to your neighborhood credit union. But we were so proud of them, and so proud of what so many people in the credit union community have done across Ontario and trying to help in their communities. And so this award we hold in high esteem. It's one that's given out annually, and it's not always given out if we feel that the level isn't where it needs to be. But we've had some very, very strong applicants in the winter. And this is in fact the second time award for YNCU. I think it's, Archie, you might have to help me. I think it was back 2017, if I'm not mistaken, that they were awarded this before. So they're not new to the podium in terms of receiving this, but it just goes to show the innovation, the creativity, the desire to help in the community. And, I congratulate YNCU so much for doing what they do.